I feel like a New England fisherman in this sweater. It's like I should be singing a shanty and having some chowder. What's going on, you cool cats and kittens? It's time for our Week 9 NFL picks. Now, we forgot about Week 8. This is one of our best bi-weekly segments. Wait, no. What does it mean when it's like every other week? Doesn't matter. Anyway, here are our Week 9 selections. Sure to go wrong. And remember, this is not investment advice. This is not financial advice, all that stuff. This is for entertainment purposes only. Jelly bean or two. First up, at noon, you got the Vikings at the Commies. Vikings favored by a field goal. Now, the Vikings have had a couple of very near wrong things, right? They 5 straight wins, all of them one-score games, whatever. I think that this week the Vikings finally get together in all 3 phases. I think Jefferson gets off. I think he actually gets into the end zone. Goes off. One of the two. Aye. So I think that the Vikings defense shows up to play. I think special teams has a big player too. So I think the Vikings actually put up 40. I think they actually cover the 3. So give me fading the Vikings with a field goal. Wait, no, taking the Vikings with a field goal. Whatever. Anyways, next up, you got the Chargers at the Falcons. Falcons 4-4, wanting some more, kind of plucky, leading the NFC South Division. Chargers, too banged up with the injuries. Mike Williams, Keenan Allen's hamstring isn't getting any better. Slater's already out. Bosa's banged up. So I think that Atlanta with the points, I think they're starting to get things going. Like, even though they still refuse to throw to Kyle Pitts because they throw like 6 times a game, I think Atlanta finds a way to get it done at home. Give me those points, and also give me the outright win. Next up, you got the Dolphins and the Bears. Now, the Dolphins went up to Detroit last week, had a pretty close game with the Lions. Bears, they just got Chase Claypool. Who knows how fast he can get into the offense? Although, how much does it take? It's like, hey, Chase, go long. I will throw it to you if I have protection. My name is Justin Fields. But who knows what's going to happen this game. I do think that it ends up being closer than you would think. The Bears scored 29 against the Cowboys last week, and then they still lost by 20, which is funny. But 4.5 is a lot in one of these potentially weird, potentially weather games. So I'm going to take the Bears and the points. I think the Dolphins still win, but I think it's probably going to be a 1, 2, 3 point game. Next up, you got the Panthers at the Bengals. Now the Bengals, without Jamar Chase, offensive line is booty. Panthers looking surprisingly spry, even though they gave away that game against the Falcons last week. DJ Moore, the helmet toss. I do think that 7 points is a lot, even though that the Panthers are going on the road. I think that Cincy's offense is seriously handicapped without Jamar Chase there. So, weird to say. Give me the Panthers. I still think that Cincy wins, but I think it's more of a field goal game than a touchdown. Next up, Packers-Lions. Come on. Green Bay's favored by 3.5. Dan Campbell, essentially they're coaching for their jobs. They already fired their defensive coordinator. And the Lions and the Packers, Lions always seem to play the Packers tough. It's just something about being in division. I think that even without Hawkinson, the Lions find a way. Find a way, right? And the Packers, they try to be a run-first team yet again. And I do think that the Lions, they cover the 3.5. And I think they may win outright, which would be beautiful, man. You're beautiful. It's true. Next up, Colts and Patriots. So the Colts, probably no Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Sam Ellinger's probably going to be starting at quarterback. Well, Sam Ellinger is going to be starting at quarterback because they bench Matt Ryan for the entire season. But the Patriots, even though they've had a bunch of turmoil, Mac Jones still under center. There's a lot of speculation that they could be sellers at the trade deadline, but I think that Belichick's bunch, they throw it back. Remember when Colts Patriots used to be the bee's knees when it was Brady and Manning? But I think the Patriots win. I think they cover by a touchdown. Next up, Bills and Jets. NFC East, AFC East, nailed it. Big time matchup where the Jets could have beat the Patriots last week, but Zach Wilson was like, no. Jets defense is legit, but the Bills offense is always going to be fantastic. The defense has been sort of sporadic as of late, mainly due to a lot of injuries in the back end of that defense. So 13.5 is a lot, man. It really is. I think that the Bills still win, but I think it's by like 9 or 10. I don't think they cover the 2 touchdowns. Next up, last of the noon games, Raiders at Jaguars. Classic matchup, man. So you got the Raiders fresh off their goose egg in New Orleans, travel all the way east to Duval, and they're still favored. Give me the Jaguars. Give me the points. I think Jacksonville wins outright. I think that there's enough pieces there where the Jaguars are going to be interesting in the next couple of years. They're really hit or miss this season, but the Raiders got problems, man. I don't know what it is. You got Derek Carr, you got Devontae Adams had 1 catch for 3 yards last week. Hunter Renfrow had 1 catch for 6 yards. It's ridiculous, But give me Jacksonville, and it could be a tough season for the Raiders, man. Josh McDaniels might be a one and done. That'd be rough. First of 2 late afternoon games, you got the Seahawks and the Cardinals. Arizona's actually favored, but give me Geno. Division game, it's going to be a tough, close game. Give me Geno, give me DK, give me Walker, give me Lockett. Give me him. Just give me all of that. Even though Nuke is going to get his, although I want to see Nuke versus Tariq Woolen. That's going to be a hell of a matchup, man. Woolen is such a physical freak, and sometimes you benefit from not knowing what you don't know. So I think Seahawks win outright, and also give me all the points. Last of the late afternoon games, you got Rams and Bucks. This is supposed to be a good game. Not so much. Now the Rams, Cooper Kupp looks like he's going to play. Even though he's going to be dinged up with that ankle. And the Bucks, you would think at some point that a Tom Brady team would get off the mat. I have much more hope for the Bucks than I do the Packers in terms of an allegedly good old ass quarterback just trying to get back to par. But I think this is a big Leonard Fournette game. I think the Rams, they still lack in pass rush. They still can't run the ball. I mean, the whole drama of Cam Akers is whatever. Their offensive line is garbage. I think the Bucks win pretty big. I think the Bucks win by 10 plus in this one. Sunday Night Football, Titans visiting the Chiefs. Now, Tannehill is dinged up, which could be a blessing in disguise for the Titans, even though they are 5-2. How would you like to be 5-2 and then you're almost 2 touchdown dogs? Just going on the road, man, where you've won before. But Derrick Henry, 202 last week against the Texans. The Chiefs are just the Chiefs. And now they got Kadarius Toney, where his part of the offense, hey, just go deep. Patrick Mahomes is going to do some things. So, I mean, this is tough to say. But even though if Tannehill is in there, he'll be limited. Well, he's limited always. But if Malik Willis is in there, I mean, that's a tough spot for a rookie to come in. And I think Kansas City has something to prove. I think they put the bang thing on the Titans. I think they win by 2 touchdowns plus. Lastly, Monday Night Football, Ravens at Saints. So the Ravens got Roquan Smith. Saints fresh off of blanking the Raiders at home. And the Ravens are favored by 2.5. Now, I don't think that the Saints win, but you're at home underdogs Monday night. There's just something about it. I think that they'll be able to get after Lamar Jackson. Dennis Allen's a defensive coach, so I think that it's gonna be a close game. And if it's a close game, just give me the points. It's possible that the Ravens win. I don't know if it's by a full field goal or not. So I'm gonna take the points and the home dog and go from there. But that's it. That's our Week 9 NFL picks. Again, entertainment purposes only. But we're gonna win all these games. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts. What are your picks? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.